Dum, 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 dum. What's up here, man? How you doing, y'all? We're here to do a little something different. A little something different. Because I'm the pop culture guy. Not just the animation guy. Not just Dill Circus guy. Not just the Ganoverse guy. Not just every other idol animation guy. Shout out idol animation, nonetheless. But I'm the pop culture guy. And to be the pop culture guy, I'm going to discuss all types of things. I'm going to discuss superhero movies, whether it's pertaining to Marvel or DC. Let me know y'all want to see one of my comic book shirts, man. Let me know y'all want to see one of my comic book shirts. So first off, how y'all doing this day? Hope y'all doing good. Hope it's amazing. Hope it's beautiful. Can get into some Marvel movies. First movie I want to talk about is the OG Marvel movie. The OG Marvel movie, Iron Man. The thing that started the Avengers. That started all the Avengers. Technically, Cap is the original Avenger because he was frozen out of an iceberg in like a very back in the day time period, right? But Iron Man was like pretty much like the first Avenger that has his own official movie. That's what happened with that. You know, he was the first Avenger that has his own official movie, right? Back in 2008. And it was so awesome. It was so awesome. Nobody could expect Iron Man to be as popular as he is because you may not know this, but in the comics, Iron Man wasn't even all that popular as a character at first. As crazy as it sounds, an Iron person was not all that popular, right? A robot hero was not all that popular in the comic books. But then the movies happened. What's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? I see y'all popping in and out. But in the comic books, right? He wasn't all that crazy. But then the movie came out, and everybody loved Tony Stark in the movies. Everybody loved Robert Downey Jr. in the movies, and that was enough to basically up the sales of the original Iron Man character. And they get all these people coming through, and be like, you know what, Iron Man, he kind of him for real. He kind of him for real. Similar to Cap too. Nobody really was effing with Cap America, bro. You know, Captain America, right? And then nobody was even effing with him in the movies at first either. But then, boom, the second Captain America movie came out, and everybody was like, Captain kind of raw for real. Captain kind of raw for real, bro. He kind of raw for real. People really switched up on my boy. And you here, leave a like, hit the sub button. You like Marvel stuff, you like all types of pop culture stuff. We cover everything in pop culture, which pertains to anything within fiction. We go into some music sometime, bro. The music stream though, it had complications because I was playing music the whole time, but it was like remixes and stuff. So that would be fine. But YouTube said they didn't like it. Hey Chris, you're back. Welcome back, Chris, from the last stream. Shout out to Chris. Chris was holding it down last stream. Chris, I appreciate you being here. How y'all doing this morning, this night, this afternoon, whatever time period you're from? Let me know. Let me know something. Ooh yeah. Let me know something. Ooh yeah. How y'all doing, y'all? We just talking Marvel and DC. Let me know y'all into superhero movies. You're never too young or old. You're never too young or old to watch superhero movies, guys. All right. You're never too young or old. Those movies are highly produced. What do you want to say, bro? What do you want to say, bro? And June. Yeah. What's up? Appreciate 2 likes, guys. Appreciate 2 likes. Roll to 1K. Hey. Hello. Yeah, man. Yeah, Iron Man right there, that started all, bro. Like Iron Man is such a dope character. The way how he got himself outside of the hell that he was in, and he grew as a person, right? Is it too much light? Ooh, that looks good. Oh my gosh, that made such a difference. Wow, wow, awesome, awesome. But the way he grew as a character, right? He started off as just this guy who was like making stuff for profit, and then eventually he made armor and stuff for the sake of protecting the innocent and to redeem himself. I gotta get water. Oh yeah, I saw it, Chris. I saw it. Funny enough, after I subbed to your channel, I had I had basically saw it. And I did like a little video on it. Um, I'm not sure if I'll post it or not. Uh, because I was like I'm not sure if it will fit the channel, but I did a video just had to post it one day. Tell me that AC is super loud, by the way. Cause I was listening to it last stream and I was like, oh my gosh, like talk about busting somebody's engines. Engines. What accent was that? So the villain in the original Iron Man 2008 movie was not all that great though. I did not really care for him too much. I didn't care for the Iron Man in the original one. I did not care for him in the original one. The villain, I don't even remember what the villain name was at all. Like, seriously, does anybody actually remember the villain in the original Iron Man? The original Iron Man movies? Like, I do not remember that. I do not remember him at all. I don't remember him at all. I don't really remember any character besides Tony. That guy that was trapped with Tony, and I think Pepper was there too. She was there somewhere. That's all I remember. And I have a great memory for things I'm nostalgic towards. Even if I haven't watched it in forever, things that I'm nostalgic towards, I always have a great memory for. Always have a great memory for. So, if I don't remember it, because I have amazing memory, I promise you I do. If I don't remember it, then, that villain was pretty forgivable. But probably somebody be like, I remember it. Your memory just sucks. Your memory sucks. I remember it, buddy. He's my favorite Marvel villain. Probably that one guy, that one gal, that one individual in the entire multiverse who actually has that character as their favorite. I didn't watch that, but like maybe my brother did. Yo, shout out to your bro. Shout out to your bro. Shout out to Chris's bro who watched Iron Man. Chris's bro probably I'm guessing Chris, your bro is the only one who was favorite villain from that movie. Because I doubt anybody's favorite villain of the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, the whole superhero universe, any character, any villain in existence, that exists that you can pick over that villain. Like, that's how forgivable that villain is. I do not remember that guy. I think if I vaguely remember, I think he had did something with Tony's arc reactor, and he had an Iron Man suit of his own. I don't remember his name. I don't remember his goals. But they go into another movie that I did actually really, really like the villain in, and that's where the villain is a very thank you. I'm glad you forgive me because I really, really didn't mean to do that, and I really felt bad. But you got punished for some other knucklehead by accident. But yeah, the villain in the Hulk 2008 movies I really do like though, because of the fact that it's like not specifically a person, it's more of a force going at him, the army, right? Go after the Hulk, because they see him as a big threat. Quick question: how much digital circuit stuff do you have? I need some more digital circuit stuff. But it was a whole. I only got one thing. I know, fraud, right? But yeah, it was like a whole a whole army going after the Hulk, right? and because they see him as a threat, you know, and how humans do when they how humans treat things they don't understand is basically what happened with the Hulk, right? Hulk is basically just being who wants to be left alone. Hulk wants to be left alone. He wants to be left alone and just live out his life, right? In many ways, Hulk is gaslighted because my guy really don't be hurt nobody, right? Well, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, right? He do be hurting folks, but it's because they be messing with him first. He's a gentle giant, right? The Hulk don't mess with you if you don't mess with him. He don't show out. He's an introvert. He stays inside Banner. Yowie. He stays inside Banner, right? And he doesn't come out unless you mess with his boy. You mess with his boy Banner. It's like the CGI may not have been the best, but it was 2008, man. People be like, "Oh my god, the CGI was terrible." And I get you, but it's 2008, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we have to have different standards for like movies that exist like back in the day, right? I feel like it's not fair to judge like movies from the 2000s or the 1990s, 1980s, 1970s, etc., on the standards that we would give movies nowadays. So yeah, the CGI wasn't the best, but what would you expect from a 2008 movie? I think it was great for its time. I think the plot was very interesting. I think the action was very cool. The music is fire. The dun 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 ding ding. That was fire. I love that right there. That was some good stuff. That was some good stuff. Where you see the little chemicals in the DNA, the green DNA mixed in and stuff, and you find his father did what he did. I love that movie. I love that movie. I love that. Honestly, hot take maybe. I love that Incredibles movie more than I love the 2008 Incredibles movie more than I like the Iron Man 2008 movie. Hot take. I know it'd probably be a hot take. Where is my boy? Where is my boy? Shout out to my boy here. Shout out to my boy Spidey. We're not gonna get into you yet though, buddy. I want to show off my boy. Iron Man 2. Let's keep the Iron Man train going. Let's keep it flowing. Let's keep it going. Ooh, ooh. Let's keep the Iron Man 2 train going, right? Iron Man 2. Give me a second on this one. I don't remember much about Iron Man 2. I know. Boo. I know. I understand. You were the biggest Iron Man 2 fan in the multiverse. Make sure you share the stream. Regardless, though. Because you share the stream, maybe I'll get into Iron Man 2. Not really, but I appreciate it. I think Iron Man 2 was fine, right? I love Marvels, but I haven't watched it. You talking about Marvels? Or you talking about Marvels? Is Marvels something I don't know about? I still know what it is and love it. Next stream I plan to be Digital Circus related, but I wanted to take a little short break and talk about something different because I'm the pop culture guy, not just Digital Circus guy. And that wasn't like talking about you. I was just saying. But yeah, Iron Man 2. Well, I remember from Iron Man 2, there was this guy with whips. That also Iron Man. I don't know what it was about Iron Man, but Iron Man just really just had some really. The Iron Man franchise movies and stuff. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, the movies are awesome, man. I'm glad you enjoyed them too. But Iron Man just Iron Man villains were really bad. They were really like forgettable and kind of trashy. They were pretty bad. The Iron Man villains were pretty bad. Like all three movies. Like how do you have three misses? They had a good chance with that one guy, right? That one guy who they really hyped up as being a threat. Excuse me. But then Iron Man ended up not Iron Man, but the guy ended up being just a gag character. Like he ended up being a fraud. What's up? How you doing? I see you. I see you. I see you beyond the digital landscape. I see you watching, but not interacting. But yeah, that guy ended up just being a fraud, not a big threat. He had a lot of hype. That was the only guy who I think was legit potential to be a great Iron Man villain. All other ones were like some fire guy, some edgy fire guy, some guy who stole one of Tony's suits, some electric eel guy, like with a race car scene. Like yeah, enough about Iron Man. Too much time on Iron Man 2. A lot of the early 2000 movies, I feel like now I'm going along. I I'm having a sad truth that a lot of it is nostalgia because I think a lot of them fell behind what the later movies see at. So something else I think kind of fell behind, but I like even more than the Iron Man of 2008 and the Incredibles 2008 and Iron Man Dos is Thor 2011. I really did enjoy 2011 Thor. I think there's actually a bunch of people who do not like that movie, but I was really a fan of it. I really loved the heart and soul of the storyline of Thor basically being this rich playboy who came from privilege and having to learn humility. I think that storyline was really amazing. I think that really did a great job of building off his character, right? Of giving him an arc for the movie, the Incredibles movie, and the Iron Man movie did not have. It did a good job building off what they didn't have. Just check on something real quick. The gags were funny, like the whole situation as to where you basically have a guy that's out of his element, right? Like when he says another and breaks that thing, and he falls in love with that human girl. I am Thor, and I shall take your whore. His accent was really funny, and Darren's a clashing with everybody around him. Very, very, very good out of fish story. Out of fish story. A very great out of fish story. Yeah. I'm still here, y'all. I'm still here. I'm still here. When you watch this in the future, you can skip ahead. Don't click off because there's a lot of great material that we're going to cover. But you can skip ahead. Yeah. So keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Another of the early movies, another really earlier movies was, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Another really earlier movies I really did like was Captain America: The First Avenger. Hi, I'm Paul. Was Captain America: The First Avenger? I really did like that movie. I thought that movie was really dope. I think Captain America was a really dope character. A bunch of people didn't like him until later on. I liked him from the very beginning, honestly. I like Cap. I like Captain America from the very beginning. I think Captain America was dope from the very beginning. This man had a shield that could bounce, right? I think he was dope from the very beginning. He was him for real from the very beginning. Way before he came out of the iceberg and it then did what he did in the second movie. Cap was him from the very beginning. I appreciate the storyline, him just being like this normal guy who got all these diseases and he wants to be this incredible badass hero. Well, he didn't want to be a incredible badass hero, in fact. He just had a very good soul, and that's what made him a superhero. He just had a very great soul, and it just made him a superhero because he had such a great heart. And I love that, and I love that for him. It wasn't like he was just some like master uh gymnast or something or whatever. I don't really know what to say because I don't really know a lot about the movie. Hey, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You'll know a lot to say about the digital circus though when we get back into that. It's fine if you don't. I'm here talking. I'm here talking, regardless of who's here or not. I appreciate the people here. I appreciate the like. I appreciate the subscribe. I appreciate the comment. I appreciate just watching. But either way, I'm still gonna be here talking. I'm still gonna be here streaming. When you're working towards something, bro, when you're working towards something, bro, you gotta be there for you first. You gotta be your number one fan. You gotta be your number one inspiration, your number one enjoyer when you're working towards something. And the audience, if you want to build an audience around that, whether you're creating a play, whether you're creating a movie, whatever, and at the beginning, it doesn't have a broad audience, you still gotta show up. You still gotta show up because you don't never know when one day, you just make it big. And it's about more than just making it big. You're not a big fan, but I love your channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you so much. And it's about more than just making it big, right? It's about being dedicated, right? If you don't show up for yourself first, if you don't show up just because there isn't a big audience, then like, do you truly deserve that greatness when it hits? I don't know if you truly deserve it when it hits. And that's something I had to come to realize. Because I used to be like, oh no, nobody watching my videos. And now I'm like, well, hey, I just got to keep grinding till people do. I got to be the one who watches and enjoys my videos first before anybody else. So that's what mindset you need to have. I'm gonna talk about digital circuits. Hey, bro, I'm gonna talk about it next time, bro. I promise. Get me in order. Yeah, not talking about it at the moment. We switching up topics. Switching up topics now. You don't want to oversaturate your market as well, right? You don't want to oversaturate your market. You want to keep yourself broad. It's good to have a niche, to some degree, but you want to be able to not just be a one guy type of thing. You want to have multiple lights in the tunnel. You want to have this one, right here. You want to have that one up there, and you want to have this one. You want to have multiple different fields that you can get into. You don't want to be a one-trick pony, because you're gonna hate that pony. You're gonna hate that pony. And I really like Digital Circus. I don't wanna start disliking it because of the fact that I'm like, man, this is the only thing that people are here for. This is the only thing that I can do. There's all my channels about. I can't get anything else. Nah, man. That's why I made myself a pop culture guy. I made myself a Digital Circus guy because I didn't want to be a one-trick pony. You know, it's not a good thing to put yourself in. Yes, the algorithm loves for you to be a one-trick pony, but and the algorithm is very important. You're trying to build, very important. You do got to pay attention to the algorithm, you know. But you do also, while you do have to pay attention to the algorithm, you also have to be able to enjoy what you're doing as well. Because you don't enjoy what you're doing on YouTube, you are going to suffer because YouTube is hard, bro. YouTube is hard. You know, there's some people who make it big easily, shout at them. But it's multiple other channels who don't make it big easily that are suppressed by the algorithm that you would never know because YouTube only shows the channels that make it. Well, not only shows. It can show other channels too. But what I'm saying is this. YouTube promotes channels that are already making it a lot more than channels that haven't made it yet. So all those channels you see, there's thousands and there's many other channels who are struggling to make it hard to other folks. So don't compare yourself to anybody else when you start from YouTube. Be your own hero. Be your own superhero. Be your own flame. Bring your own destiny through the pain. I just created a song on the spot. Okay, so should we do it? Should we talk about this early? Should we do it, guys? The Avengers. Assemble, my nigga. Let's talk about the Avengers. The Avengers, dude. 2000, what was it? 2000. Hold up. I love this movie. The Avengers. I love the first Avengers movie. I love this so much. I wish I was able to see in theaters. I had on DVD though. When I saw it for the first time, it was amazing. Somebody who grew up with Marvel, that I watched it with, that was amazing at the time because they only saw Marvel in the comics and they was like, oh my gosh, Marvel is a movie now. My sis, let's put emojis. And now is on big screen along with Black Widow. Black Widow's a very interesting choice because she's not any type of superhero. Like, but I feel like they was like, you know what, we need a, you know, she was a very interesting choice. I don't dislike Black Widow or anything, but yeah, she was an interesting choice because she was the only one in the group who's not like a superhero or anything. She's just like a spy or whatever. You know, she's just an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. who just LARPed into the team. I know the Black Widow fans, when they watch this in the future, are not going to like that. I don't dislike Black Widow. I'm just saying. Green Arrow was awesome. Green Arrow was underrated a little bit. And I'm saying as someone who doesn't even have him as my favorite guy. Like, he's not my favorite guy. or anything. He's not my favorite hero or anything. But I think Green Arrow was definitely an underrated character, definitely an underrated hero. He was doing his thing in the movie, right? He was doing his thing in the movie, you know. He was really fighting folks. He was really defending Earth with his arrows. He's really defending Earth with his arrows. He was now my boy was doing his thing. His big thing, his chicken wing. Alright guys. I think I'm gonna end up the stream there. We talked about 6 Marvel movies. 6 of them. 6 iffy movies. A few good ones there. Loki was pretty cool in the movies. Cat was awesome. Cat was awesome. Iron Man was awesome. My favorite scene was their fight together. No, I'm sorry, Chris. But I'm up even earlier streaming than I was last time, bro. And it's really getting to me. I was gonna keep going, but I think to really dive deep into these movies, truly and fluently, and get them the nuance they deserve completely, I need to stream a little bit later. I'm not gonna make a promise and say I'm gonna stream and I'm gonna go to sleep and then stream in like a few hours. But I will get into Marvel again, and I am gonna cover some Digital Circus stuff again because I do love Digital Circus and I want to talk about it before the movie comes out some more. But I need to take a little break from Digital Circus for the stream for a bit. But yeah, stay tuned, stay subscribe and like and subscribe if you want more videos. And next stream I'm going to talk about if I end up waking up and doing a Marvel stream before my Digital Circus stream, the next stream will be a Marvel stream. But if I don't, it's gonna be a Digital Circus stream. Either way, the next Marvel stream, I'm gonna go back into the movies. It's gonna be a part 2, and I'm gonna cover some more of the Avengers. I want to deep dive into the Avengers. So like, subscribe, stay tuned till we continue, y'all. Have a good one. Love y'all. I'm gonna have a Marvel shirt on next time. Hopefully I don't forget. So have a good one. Why am I talking like this? Goodbye. See you later. Hasta luego. I don't know what that means. I probably shouldn't use the word. But yeah, see you later. Catch you later. Catch you on the flip side. Peace, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one. We out of here, y'all. This is a long outro. This is a long bit. Oh my gosh. When we gonna end it, like, subscribe. Hit the like the video. I like you being here. Love y'all from deep bottom of my heart. Hope you like the hat. Hope you like the shirt. Hope you like the beard. I need to cut my beard. I need to get a haircut. I know. Oh my gosh. Shouldn't show that. Here's Gummy Goo. Shout out to Digital Circus. You're coming to Digital Circus. See y'all next time. Love y'all. Mwah. Goodbye. Make sure you subscribe, like the stream, like the video. What are you doing? Why are you still here? Why am I still here? How long is it gonna go? I don't know.